Georgia. All right. Also, the Paul Williams Foundation, as I stated earlier, also brought to you as a segment of Comcast. That's Comcast Cable Xfinity. Thank you. All right, we're back, and we got DaTruth with us, and I want to know, this weekend, you're probably looking more forward to the Jacobs-Quinlan fight more than anything, you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's going to be, it's the most controversial thing that I have going for me right now on these predictions. This is going to be big. It's going to be major, and both of these guys are coming in very strong-minded, and they're very focused on their training. I'm watching these guys, and I'm looking for every little detail out of them. What's going on with Danny Jacobs and whatnot, and both camps, and if there's any injuries, following up on all that. But from what I can tell, they both look very, very sharp. They both look like they're ready to go.
They look ready to go, man. I've watched a little bit of it. Kid Chocolate. I don't think Jacobs has been in there with anybody with quite his power. But I do know Chocolate has, I keep calling Chocolate, has a, let's just call him a mythical amount of power. How about that? We'll call it that. That's just being nice. Supposedly he's 100-0 as an amateur, which I said, no, that ain't true. I happen to know it for a fact. But and today's boxing, some of these amateur ranks in America more so than anywhere else. Like in the Ukraine, where Lomo fought, and where Rigondeaux come up in in Cuba. I'm sorry. Hell, how do you doubt Cuba? Cuba's got the greatest amateur federation of all time. They got 2 3-time gold medalists and 1 2-time gold medalist. They but 2 more period worldwide, and they got 3 out of 5 of them. But yeah, the Cuban Federation has by far got the best amateur program in the world, bar none. And America's amateur program has really dropped off. We got a kid out of Texas this year. It's pretty good. We got another one right here in our area that's pretty good, but he's going to miss the box office. We've got the guy that would have won the gold medal, but he missed the box office in age, and that's Devin Haney. He's going to come. He's going to turn pro out of the Mayweather camp. I look more forward to the Jacobs-Quinlan fight myself because it's a fight that could go either way. It really could. It's not a landslide either way. We got Jonathan Oquendo versus Jesus Cellular. That's a fight that I'll break down. We got Chris Algier returning to action this weekend, folks, on the same card against an Eric Bone. Also on that card is Yuri Foreman against Linwood Dozier. All right. On another card that night, we got Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. against Riviera. We also have Alexander Brand, the man that Andre Ward ducked. Ducked from the undercard of Cotto Canelo. Throwing on the knee. I'm joking, Andre. I'm joking, man. Jeez. LSOG. No, I was a kid. I was all jokes. I promise you, that man don't duck anybody. I'm tired of hearing about it.
One of the best, if not the best.
Yeah, listen, like I said, we're going to close the show at our top 5 pound per pound in the business today, and he's in mind for sure. Skill set wise, he is right there, as good as it gets. He's as good as it gets, skill set, and overall, he's the biggest of my guys I got at pound for pound in the pound for pound list too. I will go ahead and say that. We also have coming this weekend. We had, like I said, Dusty Hernandez Harrison out of Washington, D.C. taking on Steve Claggett. And I'm going to bring you what I call the Bay Area Wizard, man. This guy is unbelievable at the little man weights. I call him a little man weights, and Chicolatito, the 112 pounds. We got Ahmed is fighting this week. Is fighting Monday night. He's fighting the 7th. Well, I'm not sure if that's the 7th in China or if it's the 7th here, because he's fighting Wing Hung Lee, and Lee has, I think Lee lost to Ioka, and, Rembrandt has beat Ioka, and it's a tricky thing, and they're all just hoping like hell Gonzalez moves up before they get to him. You know what I mean? Before they have to fight him. because Aoki is the WBA champion, if I'm not mistaken, and Matt is the IBF, you know, and then you've got Estrada, and then you've got Gonzalez, and you know, and Matt he's undefeated, you know, he's never lost, ever. Gonzalez has never lost, ever. I'm talking about amateurs anytime, he's never lost. 85-0 as an amateur, undefeated as a professional at 44-0 now. Man, that's number one for my pound-for-pound list is Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez. I gotta have him there, man. This guy's skill set is out of this world. I mean, it is out of this world. I got Ramon number one. You can go 5 backwards if you want to. It don't matter to me. You can go any way you want to. Or you can just call your top 5. Yeah.
I got Ramon. I got Gennady Golovkin.
Triple G.
I have Andre Ward.
Yep.
And I have Rigondeaux.
Yes.
And I have Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford, okay. That's a pretty good top 5, folks. That's a pretty good top 5. I'm going to tell you how far off he is. He's got 4 of Ring Magazine's top 5 from last week. All right. Now, he moved Crawford. He's got Crawford jumping from, Ring's got him at 7, I think, or 8. And he's got him jumping up to 5. All right. I've got Ramon Gonzalez at number 1. I've got at number 2, Gennady Golovkin. Okay? Now, I'm going to hear some gripe for this. And am I a good enough Golovkin fan? No. I'm a Ward fan. I just told you earlier, guys. I'm a Ward, Lomo, and Rigondeaux fan. That's what I am. But, can't help it. Listen, I was never a Mayweather fan. But I admired what the man could do inside the ring. You know, he was brilliant. He was brilliant. I knew Pacquiao wasn't ever going to beat him. It didn't matter when they fought. Pacquiao wasn't going to beat him. He would outsmart him. You know what I mean? If that's what it come to. At number 3, I have, is that a caller trying to call in right now? Let me see. We missed a call. Sorry. If that was you, Rich, I'm sorry. I think, at number 3, I'm going to go with Andre Ward. Okay? That's who I have at number 3. At number 4, I have a 4 and a 4A. I really do, guys. And until they fight, it won't be settled. That's Rigondeaux and Lomachenko. Rigondeaux was in the top 5 handily by himself, you know, but what they made full room for is me to put a 6th guy in there at 5, and that's Sergey Kovalev. Ring Magazine's list last week was Gonzalez at 1, Ward at 2, Kovalev at 3, Golovkin at 4, Rigondeaux at 5. I got a feeling Rigondeaux is going to drop a spot. I hope not, but I think he may. He did not look as impressive as he should have looked against a guy like Drion Fernandez, you know, in the Canelo fight. A lot of the judgments were back, you know, before. I know that's been a week and a half. That fight was on the 21st. We've already got a rating since then. Those of y'all don't know, the ratings are done weekly. Okay. They're done weekly. You know, sometimes in their special editions and stuff like that. They're not done as the magazine comes out. Just because the magazine's out don't mean they're done. You can go to Ring Crave online. You can get the rankings at any time. It comes out every Tuesday. So at midnight tonight, you know, they're technically, or midnight tomorrow night, I'm sorry. We had a pretty good show. We've had a chance to brag a little bit on ourselves for doing what we do best and what we like to do, what we love to do. We like being able to say, hey, we told you again, you know. Will we be able to say it next weekend? I don't know. Hell, maybe Algeria gets upset by whoever he's fighting. I don't know. And that's what messes us up. Maybe we don't pick the fight. I don't know. There's so many cards. Can we pick 20 fights in one weekend? No. No, because we're 31-0 because 2 heads are better than 1, right? Okay, that's why. And 2 heads are better than 1. Like I said earlier on the air, when you take 2 people that really know something and you put them together, they're only going to get better. You know what I mean? They're not going to get worse. You don't say, hey, well, I'll pick up a little bit from there, a little bit from here, a little bit from here. That's how I learned the sport to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Now, this mixed martial arts stuff, I'm learning as I go. All right, I'm not a master at that yet. Am I undefeated still? Yes, I am, because I know strategy, I know fighting, I know. The Ronda Rousey fight to me was an easy one. That was an easy one to pick. I mean, when I seen how she was, when she said how she was going to fight her, so that wasn't. I mean, I know that's what put the profit back. You know, put fight started blew up overnight because of it, but literally, we just went on that day. That was it that day, and I made that prediction. I predicted that and Bradley to win by KO, and I got laughed out to damn Twitter almost. People somehow found me on Facebook to laugh at me even. And I said, well, I'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Especially with Teddy Atlas at his side. You know, I mean, Teddy Atlas is no joke. This man...
Teddy's the truth, buddy.
You know, yeah. Exactly.
He knows boxing. And I'm in a few other forms. I was in a few other forms. I'm not in it anymore. I mean, other than, that one. But, and the guy told me you're going to see the peekaboo from Bradley. I said, the peekaboo? You mean like Mike Tyson? No, man, listen. That went out. That's gone. That don't happen no more. Nobody holds your gloves in front of their nose no more, okay? Evander Holyfield into that deal. I promise you. He pounded Tyson's gloves into his face all night long. Made him think, Tyson didn't even hold his hands that way no more after that.
You know, I mean, and there's just a thing for everybody, especially with the peekaboo. I mean, he could have... He could have slapped his glove, but it wasn't him that night. You know, just... What Teddy did is he took the peekaboo and adapted upon it and made it better. Okay? He put the hands back into a normal position. He kept the upper body movement, though. Okay? If you remember, Bradley got tagged a few times by Diego Chavez. Okay? Bradley's got one hell of a beard. I'll give him that, man, because he took some licks. I mean, I've seen Pacquiao beat on him. I've seen Rios beat on him. I've seen Ruslan beat on him. I mean, this man can take it, and he's standing right in the pocket and trade with him. I mean, and he knows he probably ain't going to knock him out. But now he can. Now he knows he can. Now he's got belief that he's got a chance at winning. He's got a chance at ending the fight early. Brandon Rios had never been down in his career. Had never been finished in his career until Timothy Bradley finished him with his 13th KO of his career. That's funny. That's hilarious. When I called it, we going on. I'm on shot with Cesar Junior Rivas. Throwback Rivas. He was there with us, and Charles Chapman was too. We seen it. We all three seen that. Tell you what, it's going to make you set traps. He's going to have him setting traps just like he did. Have him setting the traps he set. He's going to have him sitting down on them punches, folks. He's going to get full extension. Everything. So when you set a trap, what I mean by that is if you're stepping with the left, if you're orthodox, you're stepping into the left jab. Okay? You come back, and as the fighter steps forward, you go with overhand right, and he's stepping right into your power. Right, how many times did you see that happen when he fought Rios the other night? Many. That's called setting a trap, man. He set a trap by leading him into thinking it was a counterpunch attack that he backed out of. You see what I'm saying? Only to step back into. And it is beauty. It is beautiful. When it's done right, it works like it's beautiful. Andre Ward is probably the best in the game at it today. I don't know. I say that, but Lomo's good at it. He's great at it. Man, Lomo just played with the guy he fought that night. He's got great lateral movement with his punches.
Man, I want y'all to look up on YouTube Lomo hitting a tennis ball, okay, with his hand, with his fist. Check it. It's unbelievable. What he does right there, that's just amazing. I mean, and I've had guys on these forums where it's just messing up his thing. But he's not doing that. He says messing his muscle memory up and this and that. And I said he's not doing that for that. You know, he's doing that to be able to learn to hit from every angle possible. And he can. That's what he's got. He maintains balance with his feet. The first thing you teach a fighter, for all you young fighters out there, the very first thing you want to learn, footwork. Make sure your feet are in the proper placement. Proper placement of feet. All right? I promise you, if you that is what Scott Rigondeaux knocked down a couple of times, is not proper foot placement, believe it or not. Being off balance. What keeps Ward so great is that footwork. You know what I mean? He's got perfect footwork. I've seen him get caught one time off balance, and shout out to Mr. Darnell Boone, who's fighting in Hammond, Indiana on December the 12th. Okay? I still had some time. Darnell's our guy. He's 22-1, and arguably got the best resume in the sport, man. He's fought Kovalev. He's fought Ward, put Ward on his ass.